So, it's only a few days away. The story that's been building up since Bad Guys and many other issues. The big confrontation of Sonic and Tails against their new doppelgangers, Surge and Kitsunami. And this guy couldn't be more excited! I've been getting super invested into this story ever since Imposter Syndrome came around, and that was before I started dubbing it. So, before the big battle in issue 50 comes around, I decided to post my review on the road to issue 50 as well as Imposter Syndrome. Let's start with Imposter Syndrome, cause why not? For those unaware, this storyline focuses on the Glitch Trio, Dr. Starline the Platypus, Surge the Tenrec, and Kitsunami the Fennec, who each are based off glitches that happened to the Sonic Heroes trio in classic games. Here we see Dr. Starline commence his plan to get rid of the Sonic cycle, and have Surge and Kid replace Sonic and Tails, so they can control the narrative and reshape the world in its own way. Being introduced to Surge and Kid, I really enjoy them as characters. Surge really embodies the Sonic personality to a bit of an extreme, and the same goes for Kitsunami when it comes to Tails. Since we've been seeing images of 51 and 52 issues, these two aren't going away for some time. And now Ian Flynn, the writer, stated that he wants them to remain villains. But a part of me thinks that they're gonna go anti-hero, meaning they'll be good guys but be a little rough around the edges. Think Team Dark and Team Babylon. Kid will probably be the nice guy anti-hero, while Surge will be the one who will butt heads with everyone. Cause personally, after what we learned about them, and how we see them, and how we see in images of 51 and 52, I can't see them remaining as villains, especially once their main plan objective falls short soon. If they stay villains, they'll need another goal. Issue 1 did a great job of introducing the characters, and Issue 2 showed a small buildup of Surge and Kid working together as a team. And we still see a bit of Starline's quote-unquote man crush on Eggman. But it's Issue 3 where I am 100% sold on the storyline. I won't spoil it for those who haven't read it yet, but it's very dark, and this is where we see Surge and Kid now completely dead set on taking out their counterparts, but Starline as well. And Issue 4 is where the pieces are set. They invade Eggman's capital city, Surge and Kid go at it with Metal Sonic, and the duo is now awaiting Sonic and Tails' arrival. Imposter Syndrome as a whole was a great ride, and many unexpected moments for both sides, and I hope that these three show up eventually in the games. And of course, I enjoyed dubbing it as well. My cast, top tier. Now, onto the road to issue 50. It all started when Starline tried to get his own team of villains, but it didn't work out. So then he returns to kidnap Belle to get her data, and then we see him return in Chow races to get Tails. He doesn't succeed in getting Tails, but he gets his DNA to help implant that into Kit. During the story, we see how Surge and Kid were starting the fire in the camping story with Amy and the girls. And Belle did get a good look at the two, so we'll see her recognize them when she sees them in issue 50. Now, I will say, as much as I enjoy some of the stories, it did kind of drag on a bit at times, as I kind of wanted to get to the main action. Plus, the main heroes are completely in the dark about what's been happening behind the scenes. So a lot of the stories seem a bit filler to get to the big event. I understand why though. They want to save the big battle for the 50th issue milestone. I just wish some parts picked up the pace a bit. That also comes to the terms of release, cause they release Imposter Syndrome and the main series separately once a month, meaning 1 month will be Imposter Syndrome, then the next month will be the main series, etc, etc. It kinda made things drag more, especially with delays that happen. As with issue 50 being pushed back to the 29th instead of the 22nd. Maybe next time they do like a sub-series and the main series being released at the same time, they release them 2 issues a month maybe, have 1 issue in the first week, then have the other issue in the last week of the month. That's just my 2 cents. Like, imagine Imposter Syndrome coming in the first week of May, and then issue 50 coming in the last week of May. That would have been fine. Anyway, 48 and 49 is where they talk about the incidents of the disasters, plus a reintroduction of Clutch and Rough and Tumble. 49 is the final point where Starline's plan to lure Sonic and Tails with the Badnets succeeds. And now, we're finally here. As the preview's shown, we see in the capital city being a lot bigger than I thought. We see the duo, along with Belle, arriving, and Eggman about to get Starline with the Egg Emperor from Sonic Heroes. And now we just wait on the big battle. We don't see Surge and Kid interact with Sonic and Tails yet. They probably want to save that for like the next page after this, maybe. I'm predicting, I hope, the next preview should come like a couple days before the big release, so I can't wait. What did I think of the Road to 50? It was okay. I mean, we all knew where the story would go. I just wish it got here sooner. However, it doesn't matter anymore, cause now, next week is the big one. 50 is supposed to be double the pages of a normal comic, so expect a lot of action and interactions with both groups. Alright, I'm done gushing about the story. What did you guys think of Imposter Syndrome and the main series storyline building up to 50? Do you agree or disagree with my points? And what's one thing you would change to anything in the story or how they release things, etc.? I'm Mark, our gamer dude, and I cannot wait for this week to be over, cause it's literally around the corner!